How y'all doing, everybody? This is, of course, your old pal Chaos Blur, otherwise known as Bobby Gaines, and we are here for probably the last time. I might have said that in the last stream, but last stream actually took a lot longer than I thought. This one might as well, so who knows? But this is maybe, maybe, the last time that I stream this incredible game, at least for a little while, Crash Bandicoot 4. And this time I am actually on a mission. As you guys know, I've already said I'm not trying to 100% the game because I'm not that crazy. But I am going to, again, explore inverted mode because I think it's an interesting addition to the game. I've really enjoyed some of the possibilities that it's had, that it's added to the game. And, at the same time, I've done a number of these levels in inverted mode. So, thankfully for you guys, you won't have to watch me play them all again. But I do want to go back into any level I haven't done in inverted mode and just check it out, just kind of one last time to really dive into this game and the amazing content it has, because the levels are so great as it is. I don't mind playing them at all. Again, I should say, I don't mind playing them again. So I know for a fact I've already cleared the first world in the inverted mode. I've done this level in inverted mode, so that's good. Done this level in inverted mode. All right, well, maybe this won't be as long as I thought. Done that in inverted mode. Done her level in inverted mode. So I think that just leaves the boss of the level, which I have not done inverted mode. So we're going to go ahead and play Engine. He's always been one of my favorite Crash villains. And his boss fight was pretty cool. We're going to do the inverted version of Stage Dive with Rocket Head.
Prepare for a beating, Bandicoot.
This is a little bit not what I was expecting. Huh. Anything that's just kind of making the boss easier. Oh, I didn't even notice a little countdown timer that says how much time you have to hit him. Maybe that's new, I don't know. I was gonna say, this is what I was expecting was the projectiles. Oh, they actually are going to a rhythm. Oh, geez, that was almost really close. Oh, missed it. Say, this is a little differently paced, it feels. Oof, that was close. This is kind of more what I was expecting. Whoa! Okay, I think I like this fight better on the inverted mode. Oh, crap. Ha! Doesn't even show the end of the fight. It's funny because I actually completed that without dying once. The fight felt a little different, like other than the color scheme, obviously. Like it felt a little more difficult, but I don't know. They made the bosses pretty good in this game. I've still never been a big fan of Crash bosses. I guess that's it. I thought maybe I'd get something for beating that. Speaking of which, let's look at my progress real quick. I'm at 69%, even after having beaten the game in the majority of the levels. Oh, that was Crash. I'm like, what was that sound? Alright, well, that was a good little warm-up. Moving on. Again, like I said, I'm pretty sure I was gonna say I've beaten this level like a million times. I don't know if I've beaten Dingo Dial's one, though. I have. What else? Hook, Line, and Sinker I've played. I might have done all these, too. As I say, because I played a lot of inverted mode levels in the last stream I did. So this level, as much as I love that world, we are done with that. Let's see. Give it a spin. Inverted mode. Potion Commotion. Already done. Alright, stream's over. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, Dragon On. This is a long level, and this is... I've not played this in inverted mode yet, so let's give this a shot. I'm actually not clear on what the art style is with the... I don't know what you call this. The Tranquil... I think it's called Tranquil Falls, Tranquility Falls. Not sure what the gimmick is here. To me, it's probably the weakest gimmick, just because it's a little unclear. I like the gimmicks they used on some of the other levels, but this one is kind of just what you think it is. It's just kind of like a sepia tone, maybe movie type of quality. I don't really know what you call this. It's nice to look at. Oh, God.
Look at us, just like the old days, working together against those who keep us down and humiliate us by forcing us to pick out our own birthday card and sign them.
Rio's on a little rant there.
I mean, could have been paid half. I can't say I see the appeal of all that jumping you do. Perhaps I don't have the right bot.
Oh. See, as you can tell, I've gotten better at using the spin jump one. It's still not my favorite, but you know, kind of like when I first played the demo for this game, I died a lot because I just wasn't used to the jumping mechanics or the physics. So once I got used to all that, like I really prefer this style to the Insane Trilogy. In fact, it'd be interesting to see if I play the Insane Trilogy again, if that's gonna feel kind of weird now. So I've kind of gotten used to this version of Crash now, where he's like a little floatier, a little more, in some ways more precise. Oh crap! Oh, see, look at that. Earlier I would have died because I would have panicked on that. But like I said, I'm getting used to the physics. I mean, I'm still dying, and that's what I like about the game. It's not like, you know, all of a sudden I'm like a master at it. Like, it's still a lot that I screw up at, even having played these levels so many times. And I have not yet played the inverted version of this level. It really is not a weak level in the game, but if I had to pick one or two, this might be one of them. It's just kind of a really long level, and it's not... Some of the gimmicks feel a little cheap, but again, I still like it. It's still a really creative level. And I think in general, I just don't like this world as much. It's probably like my least favorite world in the game. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. There's got to be something to doing that. Or maybe it just makes noise. I thought maybe there's like a hidden gem there. That's really weird. That doesn't do anything, but alright. Oh, I thought that was going to kill me. They actually put a little bit of a lip there. Oh, what's this? Did I, like, make all those little things fall by doing that? That would be kind of cool. I'm actually not meaning to do some of this. You know, it's only been a few days since the last time I played this game, and like just playing it even for this brief period reminds me how much I actually do love this game, like legitimately. And I've always liked Crash Bandicoot games, but like this one's just been at such another level. And that was just me not thinking ahead and just going headfirst into danger. Yeah, why not? Let's check out the bonus round. Yeah, that was about as dumb as I saw it being. Just keep smashing stuff. I don't know, I can't see what I'm smashing, but just keep smashing it. Doing great, Crash, baby. I mean, I obviously do feel like I'm better at the game than when I first started, and that's kind of the satisfying feeling after playing one of these games for so long, even though, you know, it's still not a cakewalk, you still gotta watch what you're doing. You know, it's still hard, but you do feel like the sense of accomplishment of like, okay, I've seen this before, I know what to do. You know, now it's just a matter of kind of mastering it to get the 100%. See, I still make mistakes like that sometimes, so it's not like, oh, it's cakewalk now. Not really. Far from it. Also don't know why I keep using the body slam on those when I can simply just use the spin. See, the spin is not good when it comes to doing really close jumps like that, where it's just a matter of getting height. It's good at getting distance. Sometimes the game makes you do it. Like how high up that platform is, I have to use this to reach it. Getting that timing down on the second jump, and then occasionally having to jump out of the mass, which I did at the wrong time. See, that's kind of what I like about the mass, is that they're turned on or off. Like, you don't have to... Like, in certain games, you get, like, an invincibility mask, and, like, or an invincibility thing, and you have to use it for the entire, like, 10 seconds. You can't just switch in and out of it. I like that you can switch in and out of it, especially with stuff like the slow-mo. Like, you can kind of manipulate that a little bit. Like, you're not tied into using it for the entire duration, but you can. And it's very strategic, especially with this mask. Like, you know, you don't want to stay in spin mode, because you do lose some control over your jump. So when you want to land precisely, you switch out of it, then you switch right back into it. I think that's cool that they didn't just make the mask, like, you know, last for 10 seconds or whatever, and then you're kind of, you know, stuck with it for better or worse. Alright, I don't know if that makes any sense, but, like, you know, like in other games, you get a power-up and you kind of have to just deal with it. Oh, geez, I'm like a freaking pinball here. The only reason I switched out of it is because if I landed on the TNT with the spin, I would have just blown myself up. Now, as it turned out, it didn't matter because I still died. Stuff like the dragons don't necessarily hurt you when you're in the spin mode. It's obviously not ideal, but you just kind of seem to bounce off them. With this could be a dicey situation here. Yeah, same with these big guys here. They bounce you around a little bit, but you don't, like, take damage. I'm at the end of the level. I don't know why this level seems so much longer, like the first few times I played it. This is just another part of getting used to the game a little bit. Ah, I died 4 times. I'd gotten... yeah, whatever. I got 2 gems out of it. Exactly. Ha ha ha, indeed. I think most of the levels I'm missing. I know I haven't beaten the boss. In fact, I don't think I've beaten any bosses until today with the inverted mode turned on. I was dragging on. This is off balance. I've done both. This is the embryo fight. Oh, I've done both in the embryo fight. Oh, I'm not going to miss playing that. Yeah, we're just boosting right through this. This I know I did, because I did it in the last playthrough. I don't know if I've done this level. This is a Dingo Dial level. I have not. This is strictly a Dingo Dial level. It's actually a really fun level, too. Not played this level much, actually. I think just the initial playthrough, maybe one other time, but... This is actually how Dingo Dial, for better or worse, gets involved in our story. I really do. I enjoyed some of the humor with his, like, restaurant. Like, rated D for delicious. Actually, rated D means it's a terrible health place. Do not eat. Rated D for delicious. Oh, Dingo Dial, you slay me, buddy. Oh, that's right. The gimmick in this level is that everything's black and white. and slightly faster speed, which the Dingo Dial is pretty good, actually.
Jump on a TNT crate. What am I, a Bandicoot?
Oh, yeah, I probably knew it. I knew not to snag that. Well, apparently my controller didn't. The thing about, well, the game in general, but especially Dingo Dial's levels, is that you get so many, like, crates and Wumpa Fruit. Like, look at all my freaking Wumpa Fruit I just got from doing that. Like, I get extra lives, like, constantly. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just saying. Like, look at that. I'm probably going to get... I just lost a life, then I picked up a life. By the time I get back to that section again, I'll probably have picked up almost another life. Yeah, look at that. Here's some Wumpa Fruit right here. Boom! That's what I was trying to do. Oh, wow. Jeez, I put up no fight there. I was hoping to maybe get the gem where you don't die 3 times, but that probably ain't gonna happen. I think I've already hit my requirement there. I should pass it even. I've died twice, so I can die 1 more time and still get the gem. Maybe. I don't know why I'm doing that. This time, stay behind the wall here. Little Gears of War gameplay. And I'm playing like a real intense first-person shooter, hide behind the wall, and shoot a TNT crate at him. Uh-oh. That's right, I keep forgetting he says bastards. This MFer here, I just kind of... I forget. Okay, I was gonna say, I think that just makes it so I can cross. Put the TNT crate, shoot it at that guy. Oh, nice, got a little bonus there. Here we go. Another extra life? Oh, thank you. I will need these at some point. I don't want you guys accidentally thinking I'm good at this game.
Oh, I made all them tablecloths myself.
So I don't think I've ever actually come back here. Ah, here we go. Stuff, some goodies here. They really make you hunt for these crates. It's a good thing I'm not really looking for all of them. Especially when there's like 400 of them. Oh, that's who the checkpoint was. I guess this is all this background stuff. Oh, here comes some more Call of Duty. Gotta really hide from this guy. He can see me. Oh, nope, missed me. Boing! Anything hidden over here? Facing the wrong way, buddy. Uh-oh. Some more enemy fire here. Whoa, that was close. Almost burned me tail off, he did. Crikey. Oh, my God. Now, there's my 3rd death. This kind of works for him, though. It's like the old Disney cartoon music, like with like just this humorously big Dingo Dial running around like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, bear. It's not a bear. I don't know what that thing is. I'm gonna get you, ugly gargoyle. Boink. Oh, that's what I would have said if I landed on him. Oh, dang it, man. I ain't gonna run off with my freaking food. Okay, you take that now. Boing. Oh no, a TNT crate. Okay, do not. I was gonna say, if I just jump on it, that's fine. Yeah, we're good. We're still in control here. If I finish this level without dying again, uh-oh, here come the enemies. Oh, actually, like I said, the enemies in this game do have pretty good aim. Oh, okay. I guess they can destroy those. He just blew up. Oh, okay. They like hide for cover and then they destroy their own cover. Maybe I gave these guys a little too much credit in retrospect. Alrighty. Ooh, Nitro Crates. What's this Nitro? Yeah, I joke. Oh, Okay, well, I joke and then I run into one. I guess that's karma there. I missed. Ooh, I did not feel like I was going to make that jump at all. This one was longer than I remember it because I really didn't like dive into it that much last time. Okay. That's an unreasonable amount of nitro. Seriously. Okay, so clearly that needs a TNT. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. That's the switch to get rid of the... Oh, that's just me. I thought that got rid of the nitros. Nope, those are still very much there. It's one gimmick that's gonna... Okay. It's one gimmick that gets a bit old is the, like, walls of Nitro Crates that are in his levels. I mean, yeah, there's Nitro Crates in Crash's levels too, but I mean... Okay, see this? I think I gotta suck the crate off his back. There we go. I put a lot of extra lives in this level. Can't get quite close enough to get to that one. Ew, okay. Oh, seriously? Why did that kill me? I sucked it off. I sucked it off. Wow, I really gotta watch my wording. I took that off his back, like, the right way. Ah, whatever. Stupid crikey, bullocks, whatever. Whatever Australian people say when they're pithered off, huh? Gonna go around this time. Whoa, okay. Nice shooty things. It's actually a pretty good level. Oh, that's kind of awesome. I use the enemy to freaking smash that thing. I was supposed to use a TNT crate, but you know what? I can use a TNT crate to blow that up, and that gives me the extra life. Yeah, everything happens for a reason. I never really explained who these bat things are that took over my diner or whatever. I want to know more about Dingo Dial, how he got into this diner business and all, what it means. Just realized that little cauldron or whatever is just kind of there, like I don't really have to avoid it, I can just go around it. Ah, you nuts again. Almost the end of the level. Ouch. I was gonna say, I was kind of boxed in there. I was trying not to spin because I'm surrounded by TNT. But I also have to spin and nuke these guys. Oh, that took out the Nitro Crates. Not that it really matters at this point in the level. There we go. I just wanted to get access to these. Yeah, see, there's so many crates in his levels, though. Damn, almost 400 crates. What did he just eat? He just, like, pull out a... But, nah, you know what? I don't want to know. Yeah, you do you, Dingo. You do you. I love this game. I really do. Like, I play this game, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put it down now. But, you know, on second thought, this is another level I kind of want to play, and I just keep going from there. So much... I was gonna say so much content, but so much, like, quality content. I've done both those. I was gonna say, I've done a lot of these levels in NVerted already, so I don't even have to, like, really do them. There's no way out I've done... I don't think I've done... Yeah, I haven't done Ship Happens, so let's do that. What's really cool about the ice levels, well, you'll see, they make them into, like, comic book kind of style with the bubbles and stuff. I mean, they didn't have to do that. It's awfully nice of them to put a little extra content into a game that already had a ton of content. But you know what they say, ship happens. It's a Neo Cortex level, although you do play as Crash in the second half. And here we go. See, I'm racking up a lot of lives now, but I'm going to lose them eventually.
The Bandicoots are en route. I must reach the spot.
Wow, he said that way too dramatically. I must reach the spot. Oh, I even get a POW just for hitting like a flat platform. This game really likes me. I'm like more used to playing as Cortex, but I'd still say he's probably my least favorite. Not that he's that terrible or anything. He just, I don't know.
On a cold winter's night, have yourself
Oh, no, he's writing his own Christmas carols.
Bandicoot stew.
See, and again with the Nitro Crates, like I just feel like they get a little lazy with the other characters and like put just rows of Nitro Crates in your way. It's just kind of like an obstacle. Like Crash, I mean, they use them a little more creatively. Tawna, they're not really that much of an issue. I feel like Tawna's levels, I almost feel like Tawna should be playable in a lot of Crash levels because like her gameplay works pretty well for almost any level. But like when they do these 2D sections as either Cortex or Dingo Dial, they just throw like rows of crates at you, and it just feels a little lazy. That's, again, I'm only saying that as a nitpick because I really haven't nitpicked anything about the game. But if it's that, it's just their over-reliance on Nitro Crates to just be obstacles. Like, just like, oh, look, a whole row of Nitro Crates. Try to get around it. Like, it could have had like moving platforms or spikes or something. And to their credit, later Cortex levels do have other obstacles that are a little more innovative than just a like a seemingly endless row of crates. See, and then you dash into them. You know, if you go too fast into them, you get killed. If you go too slow around them, the one under you hits you. It's just a little overkill. See, like that, there was really no way to avoid that. And now that they're all blown up, I don't even know if I have a way to get across that. Or actually, I'd probably been easier. Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay. Whatever. Kind of cheesed through that. Oh, I like how I just instantly turned into Crash as soon as I got that extra life. So yeah, they didn't do NVerted mode on like the cutscenes, I noticed. This is my favorite mask. Like I mentioned, being able to kind of, not that I'm going to do it now, but being able to like jump in and out of the power, I still really like that that's a feature. Especially on some of the later levels, including the boss of this world, which we're going to see in a little bit. Oh, good. I'm glad I got that extra life, just in time to lose it. Now, one thing that is different that I've heard is that they put the, what do you call it? The hidden gem is in a different location in these levels, so they do redesign it a little bit. I'm not really... Stuff like hidden gems and stuff, if I find it, it's great. I will admit that I did have to YouTube how to find the colored gems. Just because there's, like, no way I would have found... Actually, there's one I almost discovered accidentally, like, twice. But I won't get into that right now. But yeah, the colored gems, the only reason I was interested in finding them is because there's an alternate route in particular that I was really interested in seeing. And it was pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. I won't give away what it was. But the only way to get that route was to get the yellow gem. So I had to go find the yellow gem. And then while I was at it, I thought I'd find the other ones. Although the blue gem, while I know how to find it, it's ridiculously hard. And it's honestly not worth it just to get more challenging gem routes. Like I said, if I'm not going to 100% the game, there's really no point. I mean, maybe for like a quick challenge, but there's no point for me to just like really be like, oh, I gotta see this. Like, not really. I'm okay not knowing. I'll say I'm taking a little too much time there. Oh, I don't think that was smart. Oh, I did it. Oh, I got lucky. Crap. Oh. I didn't have the slow-mo thing, so I got... That's usually my defense against those guys. To slow-mo them. Oh, this is dumb! This is dumb! I got it, though. That was not my smartest use of jump. How do you use jump in a bad way? Well, I found a way. Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I attempted Fate too many times. Nothing lasts forever. But be honest, babe, it hurts, but it may be the only way. Oof. See, it still feels like even though I lost a couple lives toward the end there, I ended up, what did I start I started this level with like 93 lives and ending it with like 97. Crash me over there like, look at me. I'm hot stuff, baby. Alright, moving on. Moving on up. I say, a lot of the inverted levels I have yet to play are in the later portions of the game. Snow Way Out, already did. Stay For, I love this level, but I've already done the inverted. Stay Frosty is a great level. Oh, I've not done Bears Repeating in inverted mode. Well, then I will gladly do that. Bears Repeating is another... This might be my favorite world in the game, although they're all so good. I mean, even the one I... Actually, aesthetically, I really like the Havoc area, whatever they call it there. The kind of Mad Max level. Like, I like the aesthetic. The levels are a little bit... Oh, they're not that easy. I mean, the whole game is just fantastic. It bears repeating, but the whole game is fantastic. Alright, get to spend a little more time in this ice level. And I love this animation here. I don't know if they're going to show it in the inverted mode, but kind of hope they do, honestly. A lot of references to the original couple Crash games here. They didn't show it. But in the original level, it starts with him kind of shivering and, like, you know, blowing the smoke off his hands. And that's a reference to, like, all the Crash ice levels from Crash 2. That was extremely stupid. But I really like these ice levels because, like, they range from being your usual type of ice level to, like, kind of industrial stuff to more, like, we saw Snow Way Out, it's kind of like more cavern type of stuff. Like, there's even variety, like, within the worlds. Like, it's not like, oh, this is just the ice world. Like, yeah, the theme is predominantly ice, but you still see a lot of stuff. Like, Stay Frosty is, like, a really unique level compared to this and compared to other levels we're going to see. Yeah, I love that. And there's another level later in the game, which I'll show, obviously, that really doesn't follow the theme of the world at all. In fact, that world is another one of my favorites because there's maybe like 2 levels that are similar. Every other one is like completely different. This level, I mean, there's so much stuff in this level that I feel like it's just supposed to be a Crash 2 reference, and I love it. I love that it's not a blatant ripoff, but there's enough like music and animations and stuff where you can tell they were kind of trying to mimic Crash 2 a bit. Neo Cortex's blimp being in the background. Yeah, that's the yellow root I was talking about. And 99 lives. In case anyone's wondering why that's significant, it's because you can't get any more than that, just like in the old games. Which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. It's not like Sonic 4 where you can literally get 999 lives. It's like, can you imagine how bad you'd have to be to lose all those lives? Pretty bad. But it's also so easy to get them. Like, I got to 999 lives in Sonic 4, like, super easy. What the heck? Oh, okay. Well, at least I have to watch myself die in slow-mo. Now, see, as soon as you die once, you go right down to 98. Which is whatever. I feel like I won't get it back soon enough. And there it is. Back to 99. Which in the Insane Trilogy, I'm either at 99 or close to... Oh, there's the hidden gem. Oh, how do I get that high? Wow, that is... There's got to be some secret to that. But yeah, in the Insane Trilogy, I'm like... I've got 99 lives or close to it in every game except for Crash 2, because I keep dying so much, I can never seem to save up any lives. And I'm going to die there. I'm underneath that rock, and I'm not going to get out of it. And I'm likely not going to get the 3 death gems, because I'll probably die at least one more time before the end of the level. Still a little while to go here. I didn't realize the yellow path was in this level. I thought it was in Stay Frosty, but what do I know? There's just so much to this game. I love the little noises they all make. Particularly the anti-gravity mask, which is actually not a favorite of mine. But, oh crap, made it. Not a favorite of mine, but I like that it's consistent with the story and that the anti-grav mask has, like, 2 faces on it, literally. So when it talks, it has 2 voices. It's like, Whoa. That's exactly what it sounds like. It says, like 2 of them talk. Did I just, like... I was supposed to go the other way. Okay, the inverted mode actually did mess with me there. That's not good. Come on, there we go. Let's say this is the timeline event that makes those Nitro Crates get in my way there. Then we jump on them as slow-mo crash. And then I die. I almost actually never die there. Of course, now I do, and it cost me the gem. Whatevs. There we go. Yeah, usually you almost like auto-land on that. Developers are like, there's no way anyone's going to screw that up. I'm like, challenge accepted. Alright, Cortex Chase coming up. Actually, I don't know why I just entered this bonus level. It's almost pointless. There's no way I'm going to get the... This was one of those where I'm like, how the heck... Why would you do this? But then I realized the whole gimmick is to use the... Basically not do what I did. Yeah, not worth it. I'm going to have 98 lives. But yeah, we get to ride the polar bear, another reference to so many old Crash games. I love this part. Maybe I'm just easily impressed. I love so much of this game without it really even needing to try to impress me. This is admittingly a little bit different inverted. Especially after I've played the other version so many times. Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, I want to get that checkpoint. Whoa, okay. I was gonna say, I've actually never been hit by those guys, and then that just happens. See, it's a good thing we had a checkpoint. Cortex's laugh is just so, like, intoxicating there. Ho, 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 ho. Wait, what? Oh, I was like stuck on, like, nothing. And, of course, there's Cortex's blimp, on which the final boss of the first Crash game takes place. And another boss in this game takes place, which we are about to witness. right now. Not right after this, but right now. Well, maybe right after this. Actually, okay, I've done hers. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I have not. Yeah, I haven't done the inverted Cortex fight. This was a tough fight, actually. It probably still will be. So here we go. This one uses the slow-mo mask a lot, but it uses it really effectively.
I've made a few upgrades to my blimp.
Yeah, it really has.
Rain of giant deadly missiles.
I don't remember Punchbot Mark 1.
Fun fact, Punchbot Mark II is one better at punching. Ow! Punchbot Mark II is for punching you!
Oops.
Not me!
There we go.
Let's try this one.
Definitely seem to be going slower than before. I'm not even using the slow-mo mask right now. Well, now I am. Huh. I know it's still early in the fight, but this feels a little bit easier, actually.
All right, have it your way.
Just because these little discs are going a little bit slower. These discs are what made the fight kind of difficult. Alright. What I like is that you have control to some degree over the pace of the fight. Like, you just have to know that as soon as you let go of the button, it's going to go full speed again. But as long as you know that, which obviously I do, as long as you know that, then, you know, it's not like, you know, Cortex has some control over it, but you have a lot more. Now, here's the last hit. This is always a little tricky. Well, you all know you did it. You're the only one pushing buttons. You know, he could just drop all these platforms.
I wonder what happens if I hit all the buttons at
That.
once. Feel the wrath of
Different
Cortex.
game. Oh god. Damn it. Let's say I could finally perfect that boss, but whatever. Oh, I gotta wait for this again. Oh, okay. Okay, that was not smart. Feel the wrath of me not knowing what button to push. That was just me being lazy. I don't think there's even a gem to get in this level, like for, you know, dying with less than 3 deaths or whatever. I say, at this point I actually haven't used the power-ups at all. Now I have. Oh, shoot. It's actually, I don't know if they slowed this down already, but it just seems like it's a little easier to dodge these without using the slow-mo. Like, even these faster purple ones, I can run kind of around them. These you're going to have to duck under. I almost feel like, let me try it without the power-up for a sec. Because I almost got to the end of that. Problem is, the punch bot is like all the way at the other end. This, you just kind of have to, I mean, this isn't easy? Oh, shoot. That I knew I had to time that. That's on me. It's alright. Happens. Generally stay in this back row here. Kind of go diagonally off the platform for like a second. If I need to, I can go under these. There's the punch bot. Okay. That should do it. And after a very weird black screen effect, it does do it. Take that, Cortex. You douche. Alright, there you go. So we move on to the next world, which is the Prehistoric Level. And I believe I've done this one already. Not done this one. Now, the interesting twist here is, and I think this is a Cortex-only level, interesting twist to this level is that they changed the art style, so it looks like it's drawn with crayon. This is actually one of my favorite filters in the game. Even if this particular world isn't my favorite in the game, but I still like it. And this level actually is not one of my favorites in the game just because it's a Cortex level. But I digress.
Let's see how these prehistoric predators like my blaster's new settings. They laughed when I added blockification. Well, who's laughing now? Me.
Whoa! Okay. Yep, I'm hella dead. Luckily, I was gonna say, you're never too far away from the next extra life in this game. That's why I don't mind the retro mode. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to get a game over screen. Well, I mean, as long as you're fairly careful about it, there's like a certain, I don't know, like a side mission of just farming the lives. That's just me. I was gonna say, there's something down there. Well, that's a shame. I was gonna say, there was no checkpoint there either. So I gotta start all the way back here. Lovely. Oh, I can't actually turn those guys into blocks. Well, shit. Yeah, that's the end of that. I I guess all that intelligence. Oh, you serious? Yes, man, they don't give you a checkpoint anywhere in this level. All that intelligence and Cortex never learned how to swim. Oh, that's a shame. God damn it. I start the whole level again, don't I?
Ooh,
It is bouncy. Alright, there's a checkpoint. For the love of God, get that checkpoint. And then I'll do whatever I want after that, but damn. That was a long time before a freaking checkpoint. Oh, okay. Nah, that's not where I wanted it. There we go. Damn, I had like no way to avoid that. I saw that coming. I'm like, I'm about to get smacked in the face with acid spit. And you just having one of those days where you're like, I'm about to get smacked in the face with acid spit. That's exactly the kind of day I just had. Oh. You notice there was an extra life over there. Thank you for that game. Crash 4, why do you spoil me so? Oof, that was close. Oh! Oof! That's close. Say his jump needs some work, but... Say, I can't remember what was under me there. Apparently lava. I was like, where am I trying to go again? Because I didn't really know the layout of this level all that great to begin with. Couple that with just my lack of goodness with Cortex as it is. Oh. I don't remember where to go from here. Maybe I do need to turn him into a springy one. But even then, okay, it just keeps going up here. There we go.
Ooh, I've never tried a volcano lair. Do good guys have volcano
They do now.
lairs? Much to learn.
Ah, this part was annoying, I remember. I was gonna say, I just had no way to really aim. So obviously I gotta turn that one into a regular one first. I couldn't really backtrack. That's kind of a flaw there. So now I can aim better. How? I was trying to remember, there's a way past this, because that doesn't really make any sense. There must be something higher up. Oh, that's right. Wow, I'm smart.
On second thought, no volcano lair. I can feel my nostril hairs
That's a
sizzling.
weird thing to say, but alright. Whoa! Ow. I don't remember this level being this long. Hey, what's up, Randy? Thanks for joining. Playing some more inverted mode levels. Neo Cortex. You know, totally normal stuff on a Sunday evening. Hopefully your day and weekend are going well.
Haven't seen mushrooms that big since I left the Gigantizotron
I do
running
enjoy the
overnight.
Gigantosizo ray thingy. Ooh, I might have put myself in a bad spot here. Yep, I definitely did put myself in a bad spot here. Today kind of sucked. Well, why's that? Come on, Randy, you gotta talk to me. More than just a streamer, I'm your online counselor thingy. On the air today with Chaos Blur. Go ahead, caller. Man, that was a mistake. There's a satisfying feeling to that sound it makes when you get an extra life, that little ding ding. Like you're boxing. I got caught off guard. Bye? Oh, maybe it's none of my business. But, hopefully everything's alright. Alright, end of the level. That was a long level. I don't know when I started that level. It happens. Well, that is definitely true. In fact, we played a level not that long ago called Ship Happens, which I guess could have been relevant at that point. But alas. I only missed 11 boxes. Seems like more. One day you will get. There's a few levels I have done that on, and it's really difficult, but not impossible. Let's see, Dino Dash. Have I done? I've done NVerted on Dino Dash. I have not done it on Rock Blocked. I did not know that. Well, let's check it out. Rock Blocked is pretty much the same level, just with Dingo Dial starting us off. You know, the first time I saw this level name, I did not understand the innuendo. I can't believe I was that dumb. Because I'm like the master of puns, and I was like, Rock Blocked, what does that mean? And I'm like, oh. Clever. Some of the mature humor in this game. We get to see dinosaurs look like they were, yeah, it's the backwards. Not just backwards, but it looks like it's drawn in crayon. Because everyone likes crayons. You know, you have them all over your house. You never know how they got there, but, you know, one rainy day you just start coloring stuff. You don't know why. And that's what somebody did with these levels. They just color them all in. So bright pictures of dinosaurs.
All right. Gotta be another one of them shimmery things around here.
Yeah, don't worry, Randy. After tomorrow, or, well, starting tomorrow, we'll be playing some different games, different stuff. This is the last stream of Crash 4, at least for a little while. Maybe someday in the future I bring it back for a few more gameplays, but, I mean, God knows I play it all the time anyway, but just thought I would show off some content I have not shown off yet, which, you know, there's still a lot of. Oh, I'm not getting bored of it at all, trust me. But I figure, you know, the whole thing about my channel is I like to have variety, so I can't really do that if, like, 5 of my last 6 streams are this one game. And I do have some other games I'm looking forward to showing off, and new games, old games, pretty much everything. So, well, this game is pretty new. This still isn't even a month old, this game. And the critics are generally in favor of this game. Got really good reviews, so I'm hoping there's a sequel. Hopefully it doesn't take 20 years to come out with. I think this formula worked very well, but, you know, I was skeptical at first of this game, you know, changing it up a little bit, so maybe, you know, if they change it up again, maybe it turns out good again. I don't know. They did such a great job at this point. I trust the developers on this, which is more than I can say for Sega. Do not trust Sega at all. With the 30th anniversary of Sonic, I am not looking forward to that. Yeah, it's true. It's rare that a game comes out, like a new game in today's day and age, I just want to keep playing like this. Like, this used to happen all the time as a kid. It was like every game that came out, I'd want to play for like a month straight. But now a game comes out, I'm like, oh, that was pretty fun, but then I just stop. And, you know, it's not because of the whole retro preference, because this is a new game, and I'm still playing a ton of it, but, yeah, I don't know. So, you know, new games can come out that I will enjoy for a long time. It just doesn't happen that often. Ooh, what am I doing? Huh, did not make that jump, evidently. In general, because I'm really not getting any new games, like I'm not purchasing any new games, there's really no point. I've got Control on PlayStation 4, which is not a brand new game, it's about a year old, but it's pretty fun. I started playing it on a stream probably a couple months ago. It's like a third-person shooter with the added gimmick that you can use telekinetic powers to throw things at your enemies. So it's not just shooting; it's actually using projectiles. It has really mysterious plot that I have yet to really get into, and that probably coming up soon. I have not finished Final Fantasy VII yet, the remake that came out this year or last year. I can't even remember now. This year's been kind of a blur, but I'm very close to finishing that game, so that'll probably be in a future stream. That's a more story-based game, of course. After that, I got a bunch of random games on Switch I keep meaning to get to. I've got games like Rocket League, not like Inhuman. Oh, what, there is a game called Inhuman, isn't there? But do you mean Detroit Become Human? Because that game was also really great. I thought about playing that game again, because you can play it and get, like, completely different storylines, but I don't know. It's not going to have the same weight to it now that I know that. Like, first time I played it, I was like, wow, this is, like, it. Like, this is the outcome of the game. Now that I know that there's, like, 100 different outcomes of the game, I'd almost rather not know them, even though I do know some of them from YouTubing it, but as far as I'm concerned, the outcome I got was the outcome of the game, because it's the only outcome I saw that I actually, like, played all the way through. Yeah, oh, I love that game. Like, I thought I'd like the game. I didn't realize I would like it as much as I did. I usually don't get that into those, like, interactive games where you just kind of hit a button and, you know, pick choice A or B, but yeah, I really like that game a lot. I got, like, invested into it. There were some endings. I'm really glad I didn't get them, but you'd almost have to make the dumbest decisions ever to get some of these endings. But some of the endings were just, like, heartbreaking, but that's only if you were, like, a real dumbass about it. Like, you know, I thought I made responsible decisions. I still got, like, a couple important characters killed, but for the most part, I could have turned out a lot worse. But it also could have turned out a lot better. Like, there's a best case and worst case for that game, and I didn't get either one. I got kind of like the in the middle. Like, not a great ending, but not, like, a terrible ending, I guess. Because Kara didn't die. She just lost her child, who was also a robot. And, you know, Marcus died in mine. Which, in retrospect, I guess I should have just lived to fight another day instead of doing what I did. But, whatever. Marcus had such a weird story. Like, I was not expecting his story to go in the direction it did. He had the most boring story to begin with, and then he became, like, the most interesting character by far. Although, Kara got pretty interesting as well. Connor's story, from what I've seen, can get more interesting depending on what you do. I guess just kind of made him boring by doing the choices I made. But Connor, to begin with, is a bit of a boring character, but he does have something. There's more to him than meets the eye. You just really have to make the right choices as him. Went to the final... Not really. Like, I know they're making Final Fantasy 16. Looks pretty good for PS5. I started Final Fantasy 15. I just didn't really get that much into it. I think I messed something up here. Yeah, I definitely messed something up here. Final Fantasy 7 I liked, and that's why I'm probably going to finish it. Like, I don't know why I haven't finished it yet. I got bored of it after a while. I don't know. It's not even for the reasons I usually get bored of games. Like, I didn't get lost, or, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I got lost a lot in that game, but, like, I don't know. It was fun enough to keep me playing it, but not fun like this, where I want to keep going back to it. But I do want to go back to it one more time, because I've not gotten the ending yet. And if I plan on playing Part 2, obviously I want to know the ending of Part 1. Because there apparently is going to be multiple parts to this remake. Which already, the Part 1 itself is long enough to be its own game. I love how the dinosaur just turns around and decides, I'm not going to chase this guy anymore. Oh, this part of the level's always been difficult. Oh, damn it. I thought I made that jump. Apparently not. So in general, no, I'm not into the Final Fantasy games because there's so many of them, and I know they're all different. I've heard some people, you know, like few of them and not all of them. Some people like all the early ones, some people prefer the later ones. To me, they all feel the goddamn same, kind of like Zelda, but I mean, I can appreciate them for what they are. Like, I know that they're really well made or whatever, and they've got really good character development and all that. That's wonderful, but oh Jesus, damn it, I screwed myself there. But you know, I play them occasionally, only because they get such great reviews, and I'm like, yeah, maybe there'll be one that really clicks with me. I didn't think I would like Detroit Become Human as much as I did, so you know, once in a while it's worth exploring, especially if you can get the game for a good price. I actually have never made a jump like that before. I feel like that should not have even been able to happen. Ah, sweet, I actually got past that. First time I tried that on the demo, although it was not the inverted mode, obviously, but that lava part killed me so many times. It almost had me like, not like I didn't want this game, but it had me like, is this game gonna be so hard that I'm gonna like get stuck on this level so long? But like, luckily there aren't too many moments in this game like that where you just don't want to play it anymore. So that can be one thing. If they make the game too hard, you don't want to keep playing it. But that really doesn't happen in this game, even when it's very difficult. It's never that difficult. I'm gonna die. I was gonna say, I'm gonna die because I just wasn't making the right decisions there. GoldenEye. I would need a PS. See, that's the thing. GoldenEye, I assume you mean the N64 game, although I know it was remade for like I think PS2 or something. I think they did a couple ports, but yeah, N64 had some really good games that, unfortunately, unless they port them to something, I don't really have a way to play because I don't own an N64. And I really don't want to get one just to play a few games. I have Star Fox 64 on the 3DS. I can't stream that though. I can't stream off a 3DS, at least as far as I know. I'm sure there's a way to do it. GoldenEye, I know was re-released on something, but I heard the re-release wasn't that good. You can't play that. Can't play what? Star Fox 64? I mean, I know that they released Star Fox 64 on other things too, but I prefer the 3DS version. They kind of actually upgraded the game a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is going to be an unpopular opinion. I think the N64 was a little underrated. I mean, overrated rather. Like, it had some really good games, but like, I don't know. Nothing about it was like, oh, I got to get that system. Like, it had some flaws with the controller. With the graphics have not aged well at all. Like, yeah, I could play Golden. Well, I'd have to be re-released. I'd have to see like it's on like the Wii U eShop or something. I don't know, because the Wii U eShop does have some of those N64 games, and that's why I don't buy an N64 console, because I can already play, you know, Mario 64 or whatever. The top like 10 games on the N64 is really all you needed. Like, you know, Star Fox, or not Star Fox, F-Zero. F-Zero X is like one of my favorite N64 games, and I have that on Wii U. So I don't really have a reason to buy an N64, like, just to play those same games again with a worse controller. But, you know, I do know that GoldenEye was like a big game. It was like, you know, the most popular first-person shooter at its time. I hate the N64 controller, that's my problem. I even hated it then. It's not like, you know, I liked it at the time and now I don't like it. No, I never liked it. I was like, this is weird. Like, the PS1 had a better controller, and that came out earlier. That's why when I first got the Dreamcast, like, the first thing I noticed was it's a 3D console and the controller is, like, actually really good. Like, the analog stick's actually on the left. How about that for a change? And there's, like, all the buttons. Like, it had more buttons, and it's a smaller controller. Like, it's such a better controller. Oh, the Dreamcast. I always talk about how much better it is than the N64. Because it's true. I mean, not just from a technology standpoint, just things like making a more comfortable controller. Like, they just did a better job. Alright, this is when we start getting into some of the harder levels now. I was gonna say, I don't think Yeah, to their credit, PlayStation has kept their controllers basically the same, which is why I'm a little skeptical about PS5 having that kind of bulky-looking controller, but Dreamcast is awesome. I've streamed a lot of Dreamcast games. I'll probably stream more in the future. Dreamcast is still going, technically. Some indie developers have ported like newer games over to it, like games that can work on the hardware. So every now and then I'll buy a game that came out on like a modern console that runs on Dreamcast just to do it. And I'm just like, this is great. I mean, I will support the Dreamcast as long as there is one. There's rumors of a Dreamcast Mini. I really hope they make it. Well, I'd rather they make a new console, but that ain't gonna happen.
My blasters teleport with that hair dry function.
Yeah, I kind of do too. I didn't have a PS3, which is kind of why I would want to try the PS3 games. I don't want to buy a PS3 just to play the PS3 games, but I know that you can stream them with like PS Now or something, but I just don't want to. Plus, I have an Xbox 360, so a lot of the games were on both, but there were some ones that weren't. And that's an arbitrary game to want to play. I was never like, you know what, I need a PS3 right now because I want to play NCAA Football 14, specifically that one, not any of the other ones. But that one. That's the one I want to play. Well, that's different. Crap, I forgot how difficult that part was. So why'd you buy your PS4? I wanted to play NCAA 14. Which one? Just the 14. 13 sucked, 15 sucked, but damn it, 2014, that was a good one. They had every great college player, like running back number 25 for Alabama. I'm just messing. I find that kind of funny. I mean, I like sports games, of course. I don't really trust me with this TNT crate here. Whoa, okay, that skipped a little bit of the level for me. It was the last ever... Oh, that's why? I didn't know they stopped making them. I thought they were pretty much just like Madden games, but with college players. Like, I didn't think they would stop making those. Ah, that was dumb. That was dumb. I actually had cleared that, and I got kind of like panicked, and I just kept going. Whoopsies. I die a lot in these levels. Yeah, I didn't really make an effort to do that. I was like, I'm probably gonna die here. Whatever. They stopped making them after 14? That's really weird. I didn't realize they'd been gone for 6 years. Really? Wait a minute. Does this mean my stupid scheme might have actually worked? Are the old ones, like, going for anything? Because I legitimately have, like, 10 copies of, like, NCAA 2K5 for PS2. Like, just don't ask why, but I've got them. And I bought them for, like, $5 for, like, a set of them. Could I sell them for, like, $100 a piece? So it was such a dumb scheme at the time, and it never paid off. But if I could resell those for even 50 a piece, I would totally do it. Hell, even if I could sell, like, the whole set for 50, I would do it. It'd be a huge profit. Especially since I bought them, like, 10 years ago. I don't have 14, and apparently I'm not getting it because it's 100-something bucks. But no, I had this plan, and I just screwed that up again. I had this plan at one time. I thought I was such a mastermind to go on eBay and buy a bunch of stuff like dirt cheap, like Game Boy Advance games and all this stuff, and then like either sell it or trade it into GameStop for like a massive profit. But like all I collected were like NCAA games. I have like 20 NCAA games for like $5, and I'm like, well, if I sell each one for like, you know, $1 each, I'll make like a bunch of money or whatever. And I couldn't even get that for them, so I'm like, this was a dumb idea. So they're just like sitting in my room. But they're like all the same game. I was trying to, you know, sell them to 20 different people or whatever. This was, you know, how old was I then? This was 20-year-old me for you. Some of my ideas. Or like, oh yeah, I'll buy a Nintendo DS for like $20 and sell it for like, you know, 100. It's like, well, no, because half the time I didn't win it. And then if I did, there's a reason why it's $20. It's not because it's a great product. It's probably damaged or something. Otherwise, everybody would be doing that. You know, every now and then, now that you just told me that, now I'm like, huh, maybe these stupid NCAA games actually were a good investment. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that was stupid. Alright, cool. Just making sure I'm still dumb. Yeah, I still find that funny that college football went as long as it did without a proper playoff. I was always like, so when is like the championship game? Like it's just like random bowl games. Like it was for the longest time. It was like the only sport. Like even college basketball, I mean, had the tournament with the championship game. But football's like, nah, we'll just kind of wing it. Although I thought even with the bowl games, there was one that was technically a championship. Like the Orange Bowl was like the championship. They just didn't really call it that. It was like the #1 and #2 team would play each other. Which I always thought that was arbitrary too. Like, how do you decide? There's like so many teams. Oh, we've decided Alabama's #1 this year. It's like, okay, why? Well, they won 12 games. Okay, so did this other team. Yeah, but they won them better. Okay, well, this other team also won a bunch of games. Yeah, but they weren't as good. And like, who's deciding this? Like, can you imagine, like, if in baseball, instead of the records counting, it was like, oh, this team hit more home runs, so we think this team should be #1, even though the record says it should be this other team. What am I doing? Oh, God. All right. Or like any sport. Oh yeah, well, we thought the Celtics were the best team because even though they have a worse record, they beat the Bucks 2 more times than any other team, so therefore they're the #1 team. I don't know, I'm just being facetious, but like I just always hated that. It's like, really? This is how we're doing it? They even have like a selection show. It's like, today we're going to select who the #1 team is, based on how much we like what they serve in the cafeteria. Well, we really like Louisville's cafeteria, so they're probably going to win. Just for that game. Yeah, the PS3 will probably be like cheaper than the game. PS3 will probably be like $50. The game will be like 100. I knew there was something about this level I was forgetting. I hate this level. Nah, I don't hate it, but it's a little annoying. What? Oh, I shot that too close, that's why. I was too close to the TNT crate when I shot it. Oh, I gotta start back here. Whoa! Oh, there we go. Oof. Man, he's got good aim. He almost hit me from there. Uh-oh. I was gonna say, for some reason I thought I could turn him into a bouncy platform. Shows what I know. I don't remember how to do this. Certainly a couple flaws of this idea. Okay, there we go. Whoa, okay. Oh, damn, those guys are really good with their aim. There we go. Oh, you mean the PS3s still cost $150? Would not expect that.
Ship launch in 10, 9. Victory. Blast off!
Tractor beam enabled.
Huh. I would not have thought the PS... Wait, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, duh. Would not have thought the PS3 would still be that much. I mean, I guess $100 wouldn't be as bad. 150 seems a bit high, because I think the PS4 is like 300, and probably less now, because it's almost on the way out. Which is hard to believe. PS4 feels like it, doesn't feel like it just came out, but it feels like it's not that old, but it did come out in 14, so it's about 6 years old now. I still say they rushed PS5, but I say that about almost every console launch, and I'm usually right. But there's always that person, you know, that wants it like immediately, so they, you know, people are going to buy the PS5 in November. I mean, the thing's like sold out already, so obviously they're going to sell, but like for what games? I feel like most of the games on PS5 are just upgrades to PS4 games with maybe like 1 or 2 exclusives that will, you know, probably be good, but you know, is it worth spending $500 to play like 1 or 2 new games right now? I don't know. But then again, you know, I guess if I was a fan of that, you know, 1 or 2 new games coming out, I'd be the first one to do it. So, to answer your question, no, I did not pre-order the PS5. I'm still going to enjoy my PS4 for a little while longer, because honestly, there's a lot of good games on it. And I'm not really, from what I've seen, nothing's really impressed me on PS5 to the point where I have to have it. In fact, the one game that I think is coming out on launch day that I really kind of liked is also coming to PS4, which is Sackboy's Big Adventure, which is like another 3D platformer like this game. A little more, I don't know what you'd say, creative. It's a little Big Planet game, but it's like a different style, kind of. And I'm really looking forward to that game, but I can get it on PS4, and for that game, the graphics don't really matter. Like, I'm not really a big graphics guy, so, you know, I'm sure the PS5 graphics will be great, but that doesn't really do much for me. You know, not for the kind of games that I play, as you can tell. Like, what, am I going to be able to see Crash's fur better in, like, the PS5 version of this game if they make one? Maybe. I'm not saying I will get a PS5 at some point. I mean, especially when... Well, not when, definitely, it will happen. In fact, it could happen as early as next year, because I'm sure... Not sure, but... At some point, there'll be a Sonic game on the PS5, and I'll have to get the PS5 to play said game. God damn, I'm really making some dumb decisions right now. So basically, long story short, whenever they make the next Sonic game that only comes out on PS5, then I'll probably have to be kind of screwed into it. But I've enjoyed my PS4. They've done enough to keep me on board, because before this I had an Xbox 360, and I didn't hate it. In fact, some of the 360 games I thought ran better than on PS3, but that's more just a personal preference. But I didn't hate it, but I also was more curious to try it, because I had never had a PlayStation console before, so I was like, you know what, I'll get a PS4 instead of Xbox. Because Xbox didn't really blow me away. It wasn't bad, but it didn't really blow me away, the Xbox 360. In fact, out of every console I've ever had, the Xbox 360 is like the one console I'm not like, wow, 360, like, I had some great memories on that. Like, I did have some good memories on it, but I don't know, like, I feel like I could have had the same memories on the PS3. Whereas PS4, I guess I can kind of say the same, but I don't know, I've had some really good memories on this, mainly because of the PSVR. That was like the only thing that's really exclusive to this console that I liked. Because this game isn't even exclusive. This game is on Xbox One as well. In fact, for that reason, I kind of like the Switch better, because there are some exclusive games on Switch that aren't on here, but that's really what I go for, the exclusives. That's what I miss the most about the so-called console wars. Like, people want to be like, oh, Sony versus Microsoft. I'm like, I really could care less about that. Like, I really don't, like, I'm not like I'm getting a Sony console because I don't like Microsoft. Like, I really just don't care. Like, it's nothing like Sega versus Nintendo, or even if there was, like, another game company. Like I would love, like, you know, like, I get consoles for exclusives, and there really aren't exclusives anymore. Like, even some of the so-called exclusives are, like, timed exclusives, where it's going to come out on Xbox later anyway. But, like, you know, it used to be, you know, do you want to play Mario or Sonic? You have to buy either a Sega or a Nintendo. Like, and that was awesome. I loved that. Like, I loved that, you know, and even Sony with Crash Bandicoot. Like, you know, if you wanted to play Crash Bandicoot, you had to have a PS1. Like, that to me was like, why am I buying these boxes if, you know, they're all... If I buy an Xbox One or a PS4, what's the difference? Like, what am I getting out of it that I can't get out of the other one? And that's kind of, like, gone away from gaming for a while now. Not that there are no exclusives, there are a few, but it's not that same personality. Like, oh man, you know, Sony has this kind of game, but Microsoft has this kind of game. Like, no, they kind of have the same games. Maybe one has slightly better graphics, maybe not. I don't know. I don't care either. People will be like, oh, this thing has like a 5 teraflop, you know, designer drive. I'm like, okay, well, can it play Crash Bandicoot? Then I'm good. Like, just give me my Bandicoot. Give me my Sonic. That's kind of why Nintendo usually wins, because it can play all those plus Mario. So it's like, okay, why am I going to go with the freaking giant Xbox that costs $600 and has like one exclusive game that I don't even care about? Halo. Oh, I want to play Halo. But I really want to play Halo, so I want to spend like $6,000 on it. I'm just being facetious. I mean, I'm sure they're good consoles. I had an Xbox. It ran fine. It was fun. I like the controller. I still like the controller on the Xbox One. But, yeah, there's just nothing that makes me want to buy them both, or even, like, makes me want to buy one over the other. This just happened to be what I bought this generation. But, to Sony's credit, you know, Microsoft didn't try it. Sony made the PSVR, which I think was a genius idea because I really like it. You know, that's a weird justification. Why do you think that was a good idea? Because I liked it. Like, my selfish mind, I'm like, make the PSVR because I liked it. And I did. And I liked it. So that was almost, I don't want to say that was enough to make me, you know, stick with Sony, but it certainly helped. So I'm sure there'll be like a Sony PSVR 2, and that might be when I get a little more interested. Until then, I'm fine playing indie games on my Switch or playing, you know, some PS4 games. I do like Rocket League, which I have on both Switch and PS4. Just because it's cheap enough to buy. In fact, I think it's free on Switch right now. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe a year from now there's games coming out. Like, I do want the new Ratchet & Clank game, which I think will be an exclusive. Maybe not. But the new Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart looks really good. That level felt long. I have like no interest in the next Xbox. I have like maybe 10% interest in the PS5, but I have like no interest in the new Xbox. And then there's rumors that Nintendo might be making the next thing next year, and I kind of hope not, because I feel like the Switch just came out. I don't want Nintendo to start being like Sega. It seemed like every time Sony made something, Sega had to make something like the next year to compete, and it was like, no, stop making consoles every other year. Like, just stick with what you have. I think Switch can survive another year or two on its own before they make it a Switch 2. That's just me, though. I just don't like to rush things. Like, I feel like PS5 is just coming out because they think it has to come out. They're like, okay, well, we don't really have any games prepared for this, but, you know, people want a PS5, so let's just make one. Like, that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, all right, you guys clearly don't have anything prepared. Your main selling point is that it plays PS4 games with better graphics. Like, why are you doing this? Like, just wait until, like, mid-next year when you have, like, God of War and, like, all the big games ready to go. That, to me, would be a better launch lineup. You get people stoked a little bit more. I mean, I get it. You know, they want to have it out for the holiday season. They want to have something big to show off. I mean, it's not really going to hurt them in the long run if it doesn't sell well in the first month and then it sells well after. It's really not going to matter. In history, people will still say it was good or bad based on how it goes. But to me, too many consoles have a weak launch, and there's a reason for that. It's because the companies rush them out. That's why the Dreamcast had like one of the best launches ever. It came out when they were ready. Like, it didn't come out, you know, just like as soon as they could get it out. It came out in like September of 1999. And it was just really, like, well polished out of the box. Now, PS2, to their credit, had a really good launch as well. But it seems like in the last 10 years or so, everybody's, like, wants to be the first one to get out the door. It's like, I don't know, I don't really care. And that's my... talked about that longer than I thought. That's my rant on it. I mean, I'm not like, you know, if you want a PS5, you know, more power to you. I'm sure it'll be great, but... I just don't know. Like, PS3, I remember, had kind of a rough launch. Like, well, first of all, PS3 debuted at, like, $600 or something crazy like that. And it didn't really offer anything that the Xbox didn't offer at that time. But then, of course, it picked it up and got better and, you know, ended up being fine, as far as I remember. Oh, damn it. I don't know. That's just me. Like, a lot of people won't remember that years from now. They're not going to be like, oh, PS3 had a bad launch. Like, no, they're just going to remember that they like the PS3. I still think it's nice to get a good start, though. I mean, Nintendo's had some bad launches. Like the Wii, well, no, the Wii actually sold pretty well, but it didn't have any games on it, though. And that's, I actually find the Wii to be a little, what do you call it? The Wii to be a little overrated. Like, I mean, I like the motion controls, but it really had maybe 5 good games on it, like, that were really worth getting it for. And most of those games didn't even use the motion controls. Oh, damn, I'm like falling asleep at the wheel here. Making some dumb mistakes. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Come back, little platform. Please. There we go. Okay, go anytime now. Longest time I didn't realize you could just duck there. You don't have to slide.
My 6th card stolen this year.
Oh, the Atari. See, I would have even liked them to stick with... Oh, I'm going to die. Oh, okay, here we go. I would have liked them to stick around just to kind of have, like... I don't know. I've always had kind of this... Not resentment, but kind of this thing with, like, Microsoft and Sony. Like, you guys didn't need to make games. Like, Sony already made PCs that had, you know, PC games on them. And, you know, Sony, of course, already had, like, you know, electronics. So, like, why did they need to make video games, too? Like, I always thought, like, Sega, Nintendo, and Atari were, like, the video game console people. Like, that's what they did. But then, you know, Sony had to get in there. Microsoft had to get in there. Atari got pushed out. Sega got pushed out. Wow, that was bizarre. But, I mean, you know, it is what it is now. We're all used to, you know, Sony and Microsoft, like... And to their credit, I didn't think Microsoft would last this long. Not because they, you know, they have a ton of money. They're not going to run out of money. But, like, I just didn't think... I thought that they would just get out of the console business. I thought they just wouldn't see the point when they already make, like, computers and stuff. But, hey, they've stuck around this long. I don't know how great the next Xbox is going to do, but... I kind of want one of them to get out, because I want Sega to come back, but I don't even know if that would happen. Like, if Microsoft gave up for whatever reason, I don't know if Sega just goes, okay, hold my beer. Like, I don't see that happening, at least not with the current wimpy Sega. With the Sega I used to know, yeah. But then again, the Sega I used to know wouldn't have given up in the first place. You know, I actually don't know how much the new Xbox is. I know it's coming out, like, around the same time as... Why can't I do this part now? It's coming out around the same time as the, PS5, but it's probably around the same price. It's probably like $500 or $600 or $400. I heard the games are going to be more for PS5 as well. Like, they're going to be like $70 instead of $60, which is whatever. I remember N64 games were like almost 80. Like almost every game on the N64 was like 60 or 70, like, to start. I'm like, that much for one game? Like, damn. I mean, granted, at that time, we hadn't seen any games, like, the quality of that yet, so it was like, you know, it wasn't like you were just getting a Sega Genesis game, you were getting, like, a really, you know, for the time, innovative type of thing. God damn, I finally got through that. Yeah, so, I mean, the new consoles are going to be expensive for, like, a year or so. That's another reason I don't see the point. Like, almost every console within the first year or two gets, a pretty decent price drop. So, like, you know, am I going to buy a PS5 tomorrow to get it for $500, or am I going to wait maybe in 2 years it'll be $400 or so, which is a little more manageable. But I do appreciate that they made, like, a physical version and a, whatever, physical and digital version, one with a disc drive, one without a disc drive. So I feel like at some point, in fact, I'm surprised it didn't happen this generation, there's just going to be no discs, and you're just going to have to, like, download the games from the cloud or whatever. Which, I don't know how I feel about that, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's convenient in a way. I have a lot of my PS4 games are downloaded to the system, but I also have a fair amount of discs. And I don't know if I want all my games on just, you know, digital software, but, I mean, it's not like a deal breaker. Oh, I completely forgot how to do this. It's also really not worth it. That was stupid. What am I rambling about here? I don't know. Oh. I know, I sound like an old man when it comes to gaming. Like, I'm like, back in my day, we had cartridges and discs, so we just liked it. And I still like my discs and my cartridges. There is something that's out now, actually. It's like the retro, it's something like the retro 400, Mega 400, but it's so expensive. If it wasn't so expensive, I would totally get it, because it plays like PS1, it plays like pretty much everything through Dreamcast. It's like ridiculous how many games this thing plays and like how nice the user interface is, but super expensive. I think it's called like the Retro Mega 400 or whatever, but it's like literally $400. Otherwise I would get it, because it's got Sega Saturn games on it, which are really hard to find. It's kind of like the Retron 5, except it plays newer-ish games. But if that was maybe $200, I would probably look into it. Yeah, I do have that. I mean, I could afford it. I just don't want to spend current gen console money on a retro console. I mean, the Retron 5 as it was like $150, but I've gotten more than my fair use out of it and continue to. Let's see, that was stolen away. Crash landed. Oh, I've already done that. Alright, this boss fight's pretty awesome. I'm gonna do the inverted version. This was a really hard boss fight, but a really fun one. A hole in space. And I didn't play the retro PS1. I heard it wasn't that good. I didn't really like PS1 enough to like want that. Like, Crash Bandicoot was pretty much all I really wanted, and they already remastered that. And maybe like Tomb Raider, I don't know. Like, it just wasn't enough on PS1. That's another one that's kind of aged badly. Like, not that the games were bad, but just like to look at it now, I'm like, eh.
A door between dimensions.
So there's a pretty cool Easter egg here. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it here.
Interdimensional domination. Something monumentally stupid. Not from our universe. I fly solo.
Ah, I think I missed one. Yeah, I don't think I got them all. Oh, it's not over yet. But I don't think I got all the fruits. No, I definitely didn't get it. I missed two. If you get all the fruits, you get like kind of an Easter egg kind of meme thing. It's actually pretty hilarious what it is. I do love this level though.
Bandicoots are considered pests, as fit for extermination as a housefly.
Oh damn! I feel like the gravity's kind of switched up a little bit.
Some keep them as pets, but I find it disgusting. I much prefer spiders.
Yes. So elegant, spiders.
So many little legs to pull.
Ooh,
There's definitely something different here. I mean, it's still a tough fight, but the platforms moved a lot faster when I was doing this in the regular mode. Oh, not that it matters, I still died. And I'm still dying. Oh, shoot.
Enough! I won't be foiled by a flea bag. Time to die.
Oh, they're doing the whole fight backwards because this part used to come after. Oh, I was about to say, this actually feels easier, but then I just died. But it does feel a little easier. It feels like he's moving slower. Like the enemy's moving slower. Like I'm actually... The first time I fought him, I had like no room for error. Okay, now I was about to say, now I'm kind of crushed. That's because I kind of made a couple mistakes there. Well, more than a couple, at least 3. I counted. Ah, damn it. Alright, I'm gonna go the other way. Yeah, this is a little bit easier. Not a lot easier, but it's a little bit easier in this mode, actually. Seems a little slower. Still a fun fight. Probably like my favorite Bandicoot fight ever, if not, like, in the whatever. Maybe I'm not good enough as a person? What? Well, now we're getting a little personal there. I don't know about that. That's, you know, I think you're a good enough person. Well, I guess it depends on what we're trying to do, but... I enjoyed it. So these levels actually probably change the gameplay up the most, because these are literally underwater. So not only is the, what do you call it, layout inverted, it's actually underwater, so your jumps are floatier, stuff's kind of moving differently. It's otherwise looks similar, but underwater. Not sure why they decided to go with this, but it's different. It's definitely different. Yeah, and yet somehow you could still get burned even though you're underwater. Go figure. Oh yeah, your motion is also severely slower. Well, even the music kind of has a sea time feel to it. I'm not really a big phone guy. Until recently, I didn't even have a new, like, I've got a Sony Galaxy now, but for the longest time, I just had, like, a regular old track phone type of phone. It's cool having a Galaxy, but I'm not really gonna, like, jump at the next one. They're all kind of the same to me. Which I guess shouldn't really be a surprise, given my response to the whole gaming thing. Like, my lack of innovation there. Well, you know, now that I have a Galaxy, I don't want to go backwards, but I'm also not going to be first in line for the, you know, whatever the new version is. Whoa, okay. I'm surprised I still made that. Wait, what? Oh, this is going to be annoying. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting what mask I have. Thought I had the materialization mask for a second there. Ooh, snap. Come on. Again, this actually kind of makes it easier. Things are kind of slowed down more, so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Yeah, I know. You can play... I do have a few games on my phone. But, I don't know. How many more video games do I really need at this point? Mobile or otherwise. Like, I got so many, and as you can see by the fact that I stream almost every day now, or a few times a week anyway. I mean, I think gaming has made its place in my life, and it's a pretty good place. I don't know if we need anything more of it. That is a good point. Kind of annoying playing games on your phone, though. Like a really good, like, in-depth game. Like anything that's not just like touch here to, you know, control the character is a little hard to get used to. Did not realize I could die from that. Oh, that sucks. Out of all the power-ups... Oh, so, see, that would suck, but... Out of all the power-ups, like, you don't even need the spin power-up. Like, there's so many jumps you can get away with without using it. Like, it's helpful, but it's not, like, mandatory like the slow-mo power-up. Or even the anti-gravity one. Like, it's just there. Like, I could have made that jump without it. Like, is it nice to have occasionally? Yes, but sometimes it actually hurts you more than helps. Like there, like I had to overthink that jump because of this power-up. Like, yeah, it breaks those crates, but I could also break those crates just by ground pounding them. But, like, doing that gets me the same amount of distance as doing the spin jump. Yeah, so I'm coming up on 2 hours here on the stream, which is usually about my preferred length for any kind of stream. Unless it's like a retro stream where I'm playing more than one game. Like, I usually like to spend about, at the most, 2 hours on one game, unless I'm really getting into it, like my first couple Crash streams. So, we'll see. I'll do a few more inverted levels. I might do the, well, I'm definitely going to do the final boss in inverted mode just to do it. Final boss is pretty cool, but... yeah, just letting you know, there probably are not going to be too many more levels before the end of the stream. I was going to try to do all of them, but some of these later levels are really long. I'm just not in the mood today. I mean, I'm in the mood, but I'm not in the mood for super long levels, which is what these are pretty much all going to be now. Oh, come on! Damn it. So just stuff like this where I have to keep repeating the same section over and over again. Like, it's just so repetitive. Thankfully, the game is forgiving with checkpoints, but I still gotta do it over and over again. Oh, crap, crap, crap! Ah, the one time the slow motion did not work in my favor. Ah, boogada-ba. Whoa! Oh, I might be able to salvage this. Come on! Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute! Switch back, switch back! Oh, you son of a... That would have been so cheap if I could have survived doing that. I almost did. This level was, like, kind of annoying enough with some of this stuff before. But, like, now that I'm underwater, it's a lot harder to see. Oh, got it. Music almost sounds like Mario Kart music or something. Mario Kart music's kind of like that same looping thing over and over again. Do 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 do. Oh, that was fun. I think this is the last stretch of the level, thankfully. Whoa, that guy got way in my way, and that kind of screwed me. I did not know those things could just bump into you like that. I thought they were just kind of background. This is fun. It is fun. I'm not sure it makes it fun for you, but I'm enjoying the game. This level's pretty cool when I'm not in this weird underwatery looking thing. It actually kind of looks like a Ratchet and Clank level when you play it normal, under normal circumstances. He even runs up to the gate slower. You put the capital A. I try to. Hey, if nothing else, this channel's fun because I don't really have all the bells and whistles that the other channels have, where they have like the little, they have like a picture-in-picture, or they have like a little grid of things going along the side. I just have the game, or I have my video. It's one or the other. I didn't beat this in NVerted. Oof, this is a long level. That's a very long. Then again, there's only like 3 levels in this world. You don't have 3D. Yeah, I don't have like 3D where like I'm coming out of the screen or whatever. This is a pretty cool level, but it goes on forever. So I'll probably do this level, then I might do one level in Cortex Island or whatever it's called before I do the final boss. No, it's been cool. This is one of the few games I can kind of play, and even if there are no viewers, I still enjoy it. I mean, obviously, I prefer viewers, especially if I'm doing a retro party, but for a game like this, I mean, I could just play it for a few hours and not even talk and still enjoy it. Which I think some people would probably prefer that I don't talk. Most people look for gameplay. They don't want to hear the person talking over it. Oh, I really like this part. This part's pretty cool. I don't like this part. This part's not that good. Yeah, I mean, you can see my face now and then. Sometimes I show it off, but yeah, generally I don't. But I did used to have, in fact, I still have it. I have like a picture-in-picture that I could do, or it would just be my face in the corner, but it's like, why? Like, what would you get out of that? Unless I'm playing like a Five Nights at Freddy's game or something, you can see my surprise. Like, this game, I don't really react that much. Like, yeah, I know, you have like a green screen in the background where I could have like a volcano behind me or something crazy, which I would do. I would totally be up my alley if I had like 20 viewers or something, but, just to, set this up doesn't take very long, and for what it is, I kind of get what I paid for, which is, pretty fun stream with 2 or 3 viewers, and we go from there. There was one time, and I don't know how this happened. Actually, I think I do. Somebody rated me. I was playing Mario Maker, and I had got like 150 viewers for like a minute. It was so crazy. It was like, oh, this is a cool stream. Almost none of these people commented, but for like maybe a minute, I had 150 viewers. Like, at the same time, I was like, holy crap. And this was like early on in my Twitch streaming, so I'm like, oh man, it's easy to get 100 viewers. Nah, not really. I've never gotten close since. That is technically my record for most viewers on a stream, is like 150. And then I think another time I had like 10 without anybody rating it. I think it was a Final Fantasy stream. I got up to like 10 for like a minute. A couple of the retro streams I've had 9. Generally, on a good day, I'll get 5. And almost none of them will talk. Which is like, why are you watching a stream if you're not going to talk? Then you may as well just go on YouTube. Like, that's what I do. I go on YouTube if I want to watch a gaming video where I'm not going to comment. If I'm going to comment, or if I'm going to watch a stream, I'm going to comment on something. I'm not just going to sit there and watch it. Like a TV show. And then sometimes I've had people log out of my streams and they follow me, and I don't even know who they are, and they never watch again. Like, I'll get like a viewer who's like, yeah, I followed, and then like, that's the only time I ever see them. But no, you definitely do help. People like you help because, you know, I just appreciate the enthusiasm and the engagement. Makes me want to keep going. Hopefully it means, you know, more people want to watch. Yeah, no, that's fine too. Like, that's the other thing, especially with Scrap, as you know. If he's watching and he's not making a joke every second, that means he's probably, like, at work or something, because he usually watches my streams, and if he does, it's like every second is like, oh man, that's what she said. Like, there's something, he comments on something. I don't even know what he comments on. But then if he goes missing for like an hour, I'm like, ah, he must be at work. Which is cool, because at least he's still there, but some people watch for like 3-4 hours, and they don't say anything, and then finally, I've had streams where someone will show up, they'll be in the chat room for the whole 2 hours or whatever, and then at the very end, they'll be like, thanks for streaming. I'm like, where were you the entire time? Like, what? I didn't think anybody was watching this. Then I feel like an idiot, because I'm just talking to nobody.
Am I franchise?
He really does. He comments on everything. But I like that. See, that's how I know people are paying attention. Like, anybody can like a Facebook post. Like, I get so many likes on my Facebook posts. Like, I get 30 likes, and I'm like, none of these people even know me. They just like the picture or whatever, or they like the location. They don't comment, they don't say anything relevant. But, like, you know, Strap tries to make his comments, you know, relatively relevant to what the picture is. Or the post, in this case. See, exactly. I think I know what one you're talking about, but I don't know. I haven't really been on Facebook today. There's too many social media things. Like, there's just too much. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Facebook now and then. Like, it gets hard to keep up with it. Like, I'm even behind on the mall tours. Like, I gotta put the videos out. I've already shot them, I just gotta edit them. But then, you know, sometimes I get bored. I just want to stream. It's easier. So I do it. And I have the holidays coming up, and I got stuff I do for that. So there's just a lot of stuff outside of my regular, everyday life that I try to keep track of. You know, when they said adulting was hard, this is not what I thought they meant. But this is not what they meant, because this stuff is relatively new. Michael Jackson video, though, there's been a few of those, although obviously not the real Michael Jackson, but our friend, the impersonator, who has been on a couple mall tours and had some funny moments. Wow, I really screwed that jump. The reason I don't play this level more often is because, one, it's very long, and two, there's a part toward the end of the level that I just keep screwing up, and it really annoys me. Because I'm so close to the end of the level. It's not as Dingo Dial, actually. Dingo Dial's part's actually pretty easy compared to the part that you're going to see later on. And yes, this is Dingo Dial. Half dingo, half crocodile. It's Dingo Dial, baby. Oh, I got an extra life and then I died. I hate when... I mean, I like when it happens, but it's also like you basically just wasted it. The game gave you another chance and you wasted it. How do you live with yourself? Oh god, oh, I was barely alive there.
all my future franchise. Oh, bollocks my head.
Oh, I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. And I knew I wasn't gonna make it. Oh, that sucked. That sucked. I knew I wasn't gonna make it. So obvious. And this isn't even the hardest part of the level, although it is kind of hard. For a level called Rush Hour, this level does not go by very fast at all. Add into that the underwater slow-mo effect. That also makes it a little worse. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Nope, I did not think that through. At all. But what else is new? Oh, wow. That was just extremely bad on my part. It's like sometimes no matter how long I played this game, I'll just make a mistake so, like, just such a rookie mistake like that. Now, after this, you might as well just check out now, because after this level is going to take probably another 15 minutes at the rate I'm going. This is I don't know if this is the longest level in the game, it just feels like it. I think technically the last two levels are longer, but this level goes on way too long. This is only the first part of this level. Oh, that's right, they put the checkpoint there. Thank God. Even the game is like, you know what, this level's too long, we gotta do something about this. People can't be in this level for this long, Randy's got stuff to do, like, we gotta do something here. Hit the Nitro Crate, I don't even care, I'm just trying to get to the part 2 of the level. Yeah, I said part 2, there's still more of this crap. And here's part 2. I don't want to, oh yeah, well, this is, you're in the middle of, like, the longest level in the game. Oh my god, I don't even know what I fell on. I fell on nothing. Literally fell with, like, nothing there to stop me. And again, I love playing as Tawna, but this part is really difficult. Wow, that was fun. Another death and life at the same time. Whoa! Didn't realize there was room behind that. Trying really hard to get every crate except for that TNT one. This level's also not great for visuals, like it's really hard to see. Ah, damn it. See, like, there's, like, no depth perception. Oh, I gotta start back here again? And checkpoints are merciless. Oh, damn it, I'm about to get thrown in the trash can. Yep, there I go. At least I'm being recycled responsibly. The reason I'm so worried about preserving lives is because of the end of this level. I always lose so many. Also a little bit harder to time your jumps because of the waviness of the level. Sometimes it does trick you. Oops. That's not what I meant. Wait, what? Oh. Way out there. You realize we're still on the same level. Favorite quotes. Oh, you're asking me what my favorite quotes are? I will say, you have some creative questions. Favorite type of oxygen? Like, nitrogen. Favorite quotes? Oh, God, I don't even know. Sure, I'm sure, like, off the cuff, I'd probably think of something, but now that I'm just on the spot, I'm like, oh, God, I don't know. Favorite quotes, like, from a movie or something? The only reason I knew to go here is because I saw the checkpoint box from a while away. I'm asking, oh, okay, well, if you're asking the other Bobby on the stream, you know, you don't need to be sarcastic about it. I thought you were saying, like, your favorite quotes were, like, something, I don't know. There wasn't a question mark on the question, so I was like, oh, well, what are his favorite quotes? I don't know. Ah, damn it, there's a question mark. Oh, damn it. Oh, whew. I thought that was a death. Crap, crap, switch over. Oh, God, I was so close. Damn you, unforgiving game design. Yeah, hopefully. I don't know how big the family get-together is going to be, but, you know, we didn't have big gatherings anyway, so I don't think COVID's going to be an issue. I just think, you know, fortunately, my family's not around as much, like, as far as, like, not in the area. Some of them have passed away, so like, it's not going to be as big as the previous Thanksgivings, but that's not because of COVID. That's just because of the circumstances, so probably be a small thing this year with my parents and my grandmother, and I can't even think of anybody else who's in the area that would be able to make it. So it'll be probably about the same, honestly. I mean, we're not going to wear masks around each other, so yeah, I don't think actually one of the few things that's not going to be affected by COVID. It's just going to be kind of a smaller get-together, just by virtue of the past few years being a little rough. But I've never been super into Thanksgiving anyway. I mean, the food is decent, but, you know, a lot of my family I see on a regular basis anyway, so it's not like I never get to see them. How about you? Doing anything, going out of town, or seeing the relatives? You know, people enjoy seeing the relatives. God, I hate this part so much. This isn't even as hard as the part later on. Why is this level so long? My God. See, I mean, technically, I guess I do still have a big family somewhere. It's not all in this area anymore, but I can remember when I was really young having Thanksgivings with, like, a lot of people at them. I didn't even know a lot of them. Like, I didn't know what a second cousin was or any of that stuff. And now it's like, I don't even see these people anymore, and I'm kind of like, I kind of miss it. A little bit. Because without that, you're basically just eating dinner with your parents again, which is just whatever. Yeah, I have to go all the way back here. I suffered enough with this part. Ah, damn it. Somehow, even with all the dying, I'm, like, ahead on lives. I know some people do the thing where they have like 2 or 3 Thanksgivings, where it's like they have with one side of the family and the other side of the family, where they have different days. And, you know, I don't really make that big a deal about it. No one else really invites me over to anything, which is fine with me. I'm not even a big fan of the Thanksgiving food. Like, I like chicken better than turkey. Like, I'm not really a big turkey eater to begin with. Like, if Thanksgiving was like pizza and chicken nuggets or something, I'd probably be a lot more into it. But it's like, oh, turkey and stuffing? I mean, I like stuffing, but, you know, mashed potatoes are okay. I mean, have mashed potatoes any day. Like, it's not really a... I don't know, I don't get, like, a holiday feel from having, like, basic side dishes and turkey meat. Like, oh, yay. Gotta have me that. Kind of like how I'm getting bored of this level. That's how I feel about Thanksgiving. It's like, why do I have to jump across all these freaking trucks? Yeah, pies are good, but I feel like I gotta have pies other days too, and I really only like apple pie, and yeah, pumpkin pie is pretty good. I'm not saying I hate all the Thanksgiving food. It's just not something I go out of my way for. Oh man, I gotta have this today. Ooh, get the grappling hook. Oh, come on. Yeah, Thanksgiving's all right. I mean, I like it because it's kind of like the next day is like Christmas season. It's like a not as good Christmas. Sure that's how they want it billed. Yeah, I am more of a Christmas. Thanksgiving, it's like Christmas but worse. It's not quite as good, but it's okay. Solid 7 out of 10. It makes you excited for Christmas, but it doesn't really make you excited for the day itself. Oh, I keep getting extra lives just pooped out. How am I missing this freaking grapple point so many times? Well, yeah, my Christmas is going to start, as usual, on November 1st. Like, the day after Halloween, I'm going to start with my preparations there, if I haven't already. Ooh. Yeah, I know Canada does things differently. Some countries don't even have, like, a Thanksgiving Day, per se. Although almost every country has, like, an Independence Day, like, a day where they do stuff to celebrate their country. It's kind of cool. I knew I'd made that mistake again. That really sucks. Ugh, this level takes so long. That's gonna kill me, probably. Nope, I stayed alive. Tricky. If I was in Canada, I'd be celebrating Boxing Day the day after Christmas. Whatever the heck that is. Well, since we've already established my favorite holiday foods are not turkey, I really like ham. And for whatever reason, people don't really eat ham unless it's like Easter or Christmas, but I love ham. I love like a big spiral ham. I don't know if it's a holiday food, but it is in my family. I love pasta. My grandmother makes pasta sometimes for Christmas or, well, pretty much just Christmas. What's the other one? I've had pizza a few times. These aren't really holiday foods. What's a holiday food? Oh, stuffing. Absolutely, I love stuffing. But probably ham as far as meat goes. Yeah, that's good. Maybe part of it's just like the memories I associate with it too. When I have like a warm Christmas ham, it's just like, oh, it's great. It's like, just reminds you that it's Christmas again, you know? I don't really, not that I've never eaten ham on another day. Like, sometimes I'll have a random ham in like April, but generally, if I'm eating ham, it means that we're in the middle of a holiday of some kind. I mean, you can feel free to answer these questions yourself as well, because I'm just kind of responding to what I see on the screen. You obviously have your own answers in mind, which is why you're asking me. I think we're almost at the end of this stupid level. Ah, this is the part I always die on like a bazillion times. Get ready to harvest some extra lives here, because I'm going to need them. In slow motion, no less. Alright, here we go. Yep, this is going to be a while. Hopefully not, but I just know from the past it probably will be a while. Oh, they got rid of the box! Oh, those bastards. It was like that box here that spawned like 20 fruit or whatever. They got rid of it. They knew people were going to take advantage of that. Can't have that. Oh, God, come on. Oh, right there. Okay, as long as I have something to land on. Which I don't. Damn it. Can't believe they got rid of that crate. That's so evil. That's so evil that they got rid of that crate so that I can't just, like, spawn 10 fruit out of it. I mean, it wouldn't have helped me that much, but it would have kept me alive a little bit longer. Can't believe they thought of that. Oh, come on, get on top! Got it! Oh, thank God. That always takes forever. Boom! Oh, I finally beat that. I'd beaten it before, but not in inverted mode. What I want to know is how they're breathing underwater. My God. I was going to say, there's not much left of this stream. That kind of tired me out, but at least I kept my sanity. I think I've already beaten that on inverted mode. That brings us to the final world. I didn't know I hadn't done this in inverted. I'll do this in inverted. This is a nice level. So these levels, this might actually be the one visual feature I don't like. Best bowling square, that was arbitrary. This might be one of my favorite filters because it makes everything look like a retro video game filter, which sounds awesome, but like it kind of ruins like the graphics of this level, which I think has really nice graphics usually. Best bowling score, I believe, was like 186. I think that happened like once. I got like 5 strikes in a row or something. That's really helped. Generally, my bowling scores are like in the low 100s, so I'm not that good, but I'll usually pull a strikeout now and then.
Beady eyes, lips like 2 overripe bananas, skin like a jaundiced mole rat, a bona fide 10.
One thing that is kind of cool about this, though, is that they give you a score counter, which, I don't know, the points don't do anything, but you do get different points for doing different things. And they made the music, like, 8-bit. Like, it's not terrible, but I just really like the aesthetic of this level without all these little changes made. Ooh, there have been some bad sports games. God, it's kind of funny you mentioned that, because, like, in every genre, you know, there's your bad games, but I feel like sports games have the most bad games. Like, there's either good ones or really bad ones, and they're really bad. When they're really bad, it's like, ugh. God, there's been so many. I'm actually going to be in the minority here, and I really didn't like some of the RBI baseball games. They got better as they went, but they were kind of clunky, I think. Oop, nope, did that too soon. Did it too soon again. Come on, damn it. What else? There's been some bad NHL games. Really, every sport has had like a game where I'm like, wow, these physics are terrible. Actually, even though I'm not a big NASCAR guy, the NASCAR games have actually been pretty decent. Like, I don't really get into NASCAR to watch it, but to play the games, those all are about the same game, but they work. What was... Oh, no, what am I saying? That was a wrestling game I was playing not that long ago. Like, on the Switch. It was like a Super Nintendo wrestling game. That was terrible. Like, the one where I'm just hitting buttons going, like, what am I doing? Like, that really sucked. That really sucked. So that might be up there. Favorite sports games? Well, I gotta go NBA Jam. I've played that game so much. Also, Super Baseball 2020, which is a game not many people know about, which actually runs on the RBI Baseball engine, which is ironic, but it's a really fun game with some really dumb gimmicks. And also, not sure if it's considered a sports game since it's not a real sport, but definitely Rocket League. I love Rocket League, but it's not a real sport. It's just based loosely on racing and soccer, and I just killed myself again. Actually, funny thing is, I don't mind soccer video games. I don't watch soccer, but I like Mario Strikers and some of the more fast-paced soccer games. I like kind of that idea. It's almost like hockey, but a little more fun. Not a big fan of hockey video games. They just can't do hockey right. Football video games are usually decent, but not great. And that might also be because I'm not as big of a football fan, but it's still fun to play them. Oh, tennis is fun. I don't know if I did well in that game, but tennis video games are usually pretty good. Mario Tennis. I don't know why. Like, it's not even that I like the Mario character. Those games just have really good physics for whatever reason. Of course, they also have really cheap gimmicks in them that real tennis wouldn't have, but still. Yeah, Virtua Tennis on the Dreamcast was actually a pretty good game for tennis. Realistic physics and graphics. Oof. This gets very trippy very quickly. Oh crap. No. Okay. Ah, damn it. Ah, man. Checkpoints are very unforgiving here. See, I don't know if virtual tennis is the same as Virtua Tennis, but might be, because Sega does make a lot of arcade games. Damn it. At least I got that extra life just in time for it to go right down the tubes. That would be kind of cool, but I can see why they don't let you do this. If they let you pick what filter the levels have, like if you wanted to do the retro filter on like another level or something. I don't know, I just don't like the retro filter on this level in particular. I just feel like this level looks better with like another filter on it, or no filter on it. Because this level is like gorgeous when you play it without any filters. Like you lose a lot of the depth of doing this. Like I can appreciate what they were doing, but... Dave and Buster. I was there not that long ago. But like I said, I like the more like physical games, like skee ball, like stuff where you actually have to interact with something, rather than like the video game games. Like they have like, you know, the basketball games where you throw the ball in the hoop, and similar with like a football where you're the quarterback and you have to throw it through a thing. In terms of like actual video games about sports, I don't think of anything. But I love, as Strap put it so eloquently, I love my... Oh, no, don't die there. Ah, that was a checkpoint right there. I love Baseball Pro, or as Strap said, like 90 minutes of Baseball Pro. Like, I spent so long playing that stupid game. Oh, alright. That was dumb. I like how it still gave me points for blowing myself up. Oh, the trivia game looks interesting. If I could ever find, like, 3 or 4 people to compete in it with. I like when you go to a restaurant like Chili's or something and they're like, they put the thing on your table that has the trivia game like sampled on there, and it's like, who's Batman's sidekick? And I'm like, God, I hope the questions are not that easy. I mean, I don't pay for it, but just the fact that they use that, like, oh man, they ask such difficult questions in this trivia game. I'm never gonna get these. It's not even like the other answers are convincing. It's like, who's Batman's sidekick? Robin? Cowman? Donut person? It's like, what? Oh, seriously? Again? Oh, this sucks. I mean, this level's not easy, but it was never this hard either. Say whatever I'm doing wrong every other time I do this. There we go. I like way over jumped that, but that's okay. I kind of like how they changed the sound effects too. Like even my jump has like a zoop zoop, the old like Atari type of jump. It's not. To me, this is one of the fair difficulty ones. Like, there's not too many cheap things in this one. Like some of the other levels. Like, yeah, it's difficult, but it's usually, you know, it's your fault if you die. Like, it's not like, oh god, like, something stupid came out of nowhere that I didn't know was coming. Like even the parts with gravity flipping are fair, I think.
Guard, increase security. Protect your master. Is that what I sound like? Do I have a
Yes, you do, Cortex. Yes, you do. In fact, first time I played this level, obviously I didn't play the inverted version, but first time I played this level, I don't think I died that much. Ah, that was dumb. That was dumb. Yeah, after this level, I'll probably play the final boss in inverted mode, and then I'll call it a stream, because I've already gone over 2.5 hours now. What's funny is these little rats seem to be in a different position every time. Sometimes they have the spike shield in front of them, sometimes it's on the side. See, that guy just picked it up. It actually makes it a little easier for me. Yeah, when they have it like that, that's when I'm usually screwed. Ooh, that's a bad combination there. Oh, thank God. I did not think I would be able to time that. Ooh, that was close. Damn it. Oh, man. They really put those things in the worst part. I guess this part's a little cheap, but like anything, it's about timing. I apparently have none. Huh, even the death sound changes. I don't know if you've ever seen Pixels, but that's actually one of my favorite movies because of all the retro gaming stuff going on in it. Plus, it's Adam Sandler, and I just love Adam Sandler, which always gets kind of a groan from people, but I actually do. That's not me being, like, ironically funny or anything. Yeah, it's a fun movie. I mean, the plot is kind of weak, but you kind of know that going in, that the plot's not going to be, like, genius. But it's also kind of fun. This level, like, kind of reminds me of that, with how it, like, turns this whole thing into, like, a... I mean, this is a video game, but it turns the video game into a video game. Like, Pixels is kind of like, what if the video games invaded real life or whatever? It's like, I don't know, it's stupid, but it's a funny movie. It's not, like, hilarious, but it's just a fun movie. It's got, like, just enough Adam Sandler, like, stuff in it where it doesn't get annoying. Like, you still can watch it even if you're not an Adam Sandler person and enjoy it. But if you are an Adam Sandler person, you'll like the few things they throw in there. But mainly, I didn't care who was in it. I just wanted to see it because of the whole video game aspect. And thankfully, there is enough of that in there to make it worthwhile. Especially when Pac-Man attacks New York City. That's all I'm going to say. That's a great scene. Damn it. Slow-mo, I still died. I had the advantage of time control on my side, and I still failed. Ah, damn it. Ah, damn it again. I gotta go. Oh, yeah, you too. Thanks for watching the stream, checking it out. We'll have some new content hopefully in the next few days or so. Who knows? See you on Facebook. Hopefully see you on a mall tour or something. But yeah, until then, yeah, enjoy your night and whatnot. Oh, you're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to these bugs not being here anymore. Got him. There you go. That's all I ask. You are a reliable viewer. And with that, I'm going to play the final boss in inverted mode and call it a stream. And away we go. Man, this went on much longer than I anticipated. That's alright, though. $100 viewers, oh, that'd be awesome. Hopefully someday. Alright, final boss, inverted. Oh, I'm jumping on the shoot-o-matic. Really? I mean, you gave me something to jump on. Of course I'm going to jump on it.
Assistant, go! Unbelievable! Just relax and accept non-existence.
Well, shoot-o-matics admittedly do what they say they're supposed to do. Okay, shoot-o-matic.
Assistant, go! Time out, time out! Annihilator!
Well, that's the Annihilator. Ah, damn it, I got Annihilator.
Annihilator! Fire!
Oh, damn it, I got annihilated again.
Annihilation! Fire!
Oh, damn it, I got annihilated again. Damn, I almost never get hit by that thing.
Annihilation! Fire!
Yeah, it happens. I start making, like, rookie mistakes at the end of my streams.
I can smell your fleas
Really?
boiling.
Seems like a weird thing to smell.
Careful.
Whoa, it's flipping.
Yes, your whole world is upside down.
A little bit.
Confused?
Yes.
Disoriented? I can see your tiny brain cells frying themselves.
I did not realize this part went on this long. I don't believe it. Oh, crap, 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 crap.
Assistant, help! Can't keep up the pace.
Uh-oh. Whoa, okay, yep, that's definitely harder. I was gonna say, I can't do anything. I'm literally just on this one part.
Set.
There we go.
Power before Cortex.
Kinda got lucky there, because I went the wrong way. This part, in particular, is gonna be very hard.
Assistant, help!
Oh, I got lucky there.
Rude. Enough. I'm bored of your shenanigans.
Uh-oh. This part actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, because as long as you stay on these little pads,
Unbelievable.
like, yeah, it's a little annoying, but it's not, like, the hardest thing ever. It's really, and I know I just died again, but, like for how hard this game was, I thought the final boss was going to be a lot harder. As I died, yeah. You get what I'm saying. Like, it's harder than it looks. Like, avoiding all these waves is just kind of a matter of staying in the air long enough. Like, Cortex's undoing is really just putting stuff in the way that can, like, damage him. Damn, okay, that time I got screwed up a little bit.
Stop that! Unbelievable! Assistant, help!
Aw, damn.
Stop that!
Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, okay. That was well played. Well played game.
Stop that!
I think the last one is probably the hardest.
Assistant, help!
Oh, wow. I was like a second away from getting him. Oh, that sucks. I gotta start this whole part again. I mean, I literally just had to shoot that last assistant and he was dead. That sucked. Okay, I'm a little out of it right now. I gotta get back in the game here. Alright, go. Never.
Stop that!
Crap, 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 crap! Ah, so say if that didn't kill me, the floor dropping would have. Really funny, I did not have this much trouble with this boss any other time I fought it. I mean, I literally almost had him that last time.
Assistant, go!
Oh! Ah, damn! I jumped off the edge.
Assistant, go!
Ah, shoot. Again with this. Down to 58 lives. I never thought I'd see that. Oh my god. 57 lives. Why is this so much harder than the other times I've played it? I don't know if it matters what order I destroy these in. Well, you probably shouldn't. Wow, that was different. It's a different way to die.
Assistant, help!
Got him. I don't know why that took so long. And again, the game just awkwardly takes you back to the main menu. But yeah, that's it. You just beat the final boss on NVerted, which is a little different. Very nearly. Oh, not too much different, but a little different. So, thank you guys for watching Crash Bandicoot 4. Really awesome game, as you guys already know. Played hours of it on stream and off. And I've appreciated having Randy and others there for the show. But of course, all great things must come to an end, and so too must this game. So again, thank you guys for watching Chaos Blur. Stay tuned for more great streams whenever, wherever great streams are sold. Until then, I will see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.